What's up, everybody? How we doing tonight? Break number 1075BD. This is a case of Topps Museum Collection Hobby. This is an 8-box break. 8 boxes in the break. Break 1075BD. This is a T break. If you do happen to skunk in the break, we will send you something in the mail. Please do not request your refund on either your shipping or your spot. Good luck. Box number 1, here we go. Interesting. All right. Jackson Jobe is our first numbered card. Jackson Jobe, Detroit Tigers. That is 204 out of 249. And we got red, Lawrence Butler for Oakland. Lawrence Butler for Oakland, that is numbered 72 out of 75. Our base cards, we got Corbin Carroll, Ronald Acuna, grab my sweat card, I almost forgot, Kevin Alcantara. Our first hit, it's interesting that they're, oh, we already got it turned over. That's Paul O'Neill. Paul O'Neill, 60 out of 199 on the player used bat with an auto. Player used bat auto. For the Yankees, Paul O'Neill. Next up on the patch, we got Christian Yelich, 13 out of 49. 13 out of 49, Christian Yelich on the patch. And our auto, Shea Whitcomb, 42 out of 99 for Houston. 42 out of 99 for Houston. Box number 2. There it is. We have a framed card. One of the framed cards. Alright, our base cards. We got Bo Jackson. Bo Jackson on the base. Hai Song Kim for the Dodgers. And Reggie Jackson for the A's. Our colored numbered cards. For Baltimore, Adley Rutschman, 14 out of 150. 14 out of 150, Adley Rutschman. And Honus Wagner, 192 out of 199. That is for the Pirates, I believe. Yes, Pittsburgh Pirates. Our first relic is Alex Bregman going to Boston. That is 7 out of 99. Seven out of 99, Alex Bregman. Our patch auto goes to Baltimore. That is Colton Cowser. Colton Cowser. 3-color patch. 111 out of 199. 111 out of 99 on the 3-color patch auto for Baltimore. And our framed auto. 5 out of 15. 5 out of 15. That is on the silver ink. That is going to St. Louis, I believe. Yes, that is a museum framed auto with the silver ink of Yadier Molina. Yadier Molina for St. Louis. Box number 3. Base cards. We got Mike Piazza. Mike Piazza for the Mets. Frank Thomas for the White Sox. Our colored cards. For the Red Sox, Pedro Martinez, pink, 66 of 199. And for the Oakland A's, Reggie Jackson, 157 out of 249. Our first hit, primary pieces, 74 of 99. Adley Rutschman for Baltimore. Three pieces of uniform and a piece of bat. On the patch auto, that is sick. 15 out of 20, Nolan Gorman for the St. Louis Cardinals. Nolan Gorman on the dual relic, dual signature swatches, dual relic auto. For St. Louis again, Jim Edmonds, 54 out of 149. This whole case has been all St. Louis and Baltimore so far. And our last card, that's for Minnesota. That is Royce Lewis. Royce Lewis on the primary pieces, 11 out of 20 for Minnesota Twins, the Twinkies. You're feeling lucky with the Cardinals. I'm so glad, man. That, you know, Cardinals don't get a lot of love, so I'm glad that we're giving you some love, my friend. Giving you some love. Box number 4. Our base cards for the Dodgers, Dalton Rushing. For the A's, Jacob Wilson. Our colored numbered cards. Hideo Nomo for the Dodgers. Hideo Nomo. That is 124 out of 249. And for the Yankees, Yogi Berra purple. 81 out of 99. Oh, man. All right. Our first card. That is for the Chicago Cubs, PCA, 11 out of 75, Pete Crow Armstrong, 2 bats, 2 uniforms, player worn and used relics. Our patch auto goes to the Diamondbacks this time. That is 36 out of 99, Corbin Carroll on the Quad Relic Auto. Quad Relic Auto. Chase McDermott for the Orioles. Like I said, the Orioles seem to be eating in this break. That is 36 out of 149. Now this next card I saw looked really cool. Retrospective of Dustin Pedroia for the Red Sox. On card auto, not numbered, on the retrospective. That's a sick card. You don't see a lot of Dustin Pedroia autographs. Box number 5. You had Boston and the Cards. Nice, bro. Congrats, my friend. Congrats. Dude, that's 2 good pickups right there. Okay, our base cards for Detroit. We got Ty Cobb. Ty Cobb for Detroit. Rookie of the Year, Drake Baldwin. Drake Baldwin, Rookie of the Year for the Braves. Our numbered cards. First one goes to the Yankees. That's Lou Gehrig, 63 of 150. to the Mets. 10 out of 35, Pete Alonso. For the Seattle Mariners, that's Julio. 73 out of 99 on the primary pieces. On the patch auto for Tampa Bay, look at that sick patch. 16 out of 25, Junior Caminero. Junior Caminero, sick patch right there for the Tampa Bay Rays. Next up, we have an auto going to the Angels. Samuel Aldegiri. Samuel Aldegiri, 38 out of 149. And our last hit of this box is another one for the St. Louis Cardinals. 49 out of 49, Mason Wynn. Quad relic, 49 out of 49. Box number 6. Base card going to the Cubbies, Matt Shaw. Base card to the Orioles, that's Gunnar Henderson. And a base card for the Fightin' Phils. There's Bryce Harper. Bryce Harper. Our 2 colored cards. We have, for Texas, Adrian Beltre. 115 out of 249. And that's for St. Louis again. 24 out of 25, Stan the Man Musial. Stan the Man Musial, 24 out of 25. Our relic is for Aaron Judge, 49 out of 49 for the Yankees. Aaron Judge, 49 of 49. Our auto, 11 out of 15 for the Twins. That is Brooks Lee. Brooks Lee, 11 out of 15. Nice hit for the Twinkies. And our patch auto, 96 out of 240, goes to the Miami Marlins. That is Dontrelle Willis. Dontrelle Willis, Miami. Two to go. Box number 7. Let's go Nats. There we go. Tell the card gods what you want. Our base cards. Matt Shaw. Cubbies. Gunnar Henderson. Baltimore. And that's right, Bryce Harper for the Phillies. Bryce Harper. color. That is Francisco Lindor for the Mets. That is 2 out of 150. And for the Cubs, there's Sammy Sosa. Sammy Sosa for the Cubs, 20 out of 35. Oh my God. For the Red Sox, 1 out of 10. Look at that patch of Rafael Devers. Rafi Devers, that is momentous material. Yes, he's with the Giants. No, this does not go to the Giants. That goes to the Red Sox. That is a sick hit patch. 1 out of 10 for the Bo Sox. Our auto. There is Michael Harris II. 7 out of 20 for the Braves. 7 out of 20 for the Braves. And our patch auto. 17 out of 75 for Cleveland. Shane Bieber. Shane Bieber dual relic auto. And we're down to our last box, then we'll do a recap. For the Dodgers, we got Roki Sasaki. Roki Sasaki. For Detroit, Ty Cobb. For Atlanta, that's Drake Baldwin. It was a sealed case. I opened it at the beginning of the break, Porker. Eight boxes in a sealed case. Ty Cobb, 112 out of 249. Detroit. Another one for St. Louis. That is black to 10. 6 out of 10, Ozzie Smith. I hear you, Hitcher. Sorry, man. I'm doing it. All right, I got 3 cards left, guys. We got one frame earlier, Porker. We'll recap in a minute here, bud. For the Boston Red Sox, that is Manny Ramirez, 17 out of 75. That is our last of the just patches for the Red Sox. Our last just auto goes to the Toronto Blue Jays. There's Will Wagner. Will Wagner on the auto for the Blue Jays. This one is 131 out of 149. And our last card of the break that we will get a recap in. This is a thickie. And it is 5 out of 10. 5 out of 10. Jackson Merrill on the autographed bat. Jackson Merrill autographed bat for the Padres. This might need a 240 point. Let me try. Let's see. 180, is that going to be big enough? Yes, it is. That's a nice hit right there to finish the break. All right. Recap time. All right, here we go. Again, if you guys skunked in the break, my apologies. We can't hit for everybody. This is a team break. Only a certain amount of cards in the break. Please do not request a refund on your shipping or your spot. We do not do that. We will send you something, though, as a skunk hit pack. All right, here we go. Our base cards. We got Drake Baldwin, Ty Cobb, Roki Sasaki, Bryce Harper, Gunnar Henderson, Matt Shaw, Bryce Harper, Gunnar Henderson, Matt Shaw, Drake Baldwin, Ty Cobb, Jacob Wilson, Dalton Rushing, Frank Thomas, Mike Piazza, Reggie Jackson, Hai-Song Kim, Bo Jackson, Corbin Carroll, Ronald Acuna, and Kevin Alcantara. Our numbered cards. To 10, that's Ozzie Smith, the Wizard of Oz, 6 out of 10 for St. Louis. Ty Cobb for Detroit. Sammy Sosa for the Cubbies. Francisco Lindor for the Mets. Stan Musial, that's for the St. Louis Cardinals. Adrian Beltre for Texas. Pete Alonso for the Mets. Lou Gehrig for the Yankees. Yogi Berra for the Yankees. Hideo Nomo for the Dodgers. Reggie Jackson for the A's. Pedro Martinez for Boston. Honus Wagner for Pittsburgh. We got Adley Rutschman for Baltimore. Lawrence Butler for the A's. And Jackson Jobe for Detroit. Alright, our patches. We got Manny Ramirez, Aaron Judge. Manny Ramirez is going to Boston. Aaron Judge for the Yankees. Julio for Seattle. Pete Crow Armstrong for the Cubbies. Royce Lewis for Minnesota. We got Adley Rutschman for Baltimore. Alex Bregman for the Red Sox. Christian Yelich for Milwaukee. And Rafi Devers to 10 on that sick Red Sox patch. Our autographs. We got Will Wagner for Toronto, Michael Harris II for Atlanta, Brooks Lee for Minnesota, Samuel Aldagieri for the Angels, Dustin Pedroia on the retrospective that is not numbered for the Red Sox, Chase McDermott for Baltimore, and Jim Edmonds for the Cardinals. We got Shea Whitcomb for Houston and Yadi Molina on our framed autograph card. 5 out of 15 with the silver ink. Which one, Vaughn? The Yadi Molina? My night is wonderful. This middle right here? I don't know what you're talking about, Vaughn. The Pedroia was not numbered. No, sir. Pedroia was not numbered on the retrospective. Oh, I'm sorry. My apologies. I didn't see it. I looked 3 times, too. It's 7 out of 75. 7 out of 75. My apologies, Vaughn. I didn't see it, and I looked 3 times. I'm blind. Sorry. All right. Our patch autos, we got Shane Bieber, Dontrell Willis. Shane Bieber for Cleveland, Dontrell Willis for Miami. Mason Wynn for St. Louis. Junior Caminero for the Rays. Corbin Carroll for Arizona. Nolan Gorman for the Cardinals. Colton Cowser for Baltimore. And Paul O'Neill for the Yankees. And our hit of the break, I believe, this is my choice. 5 out of 10 for the Padres. On the bat auto, Jackson Merrill. There's your break, my friends. I appreciate you all for being here. Hope to see you guys again. Got some more baseball coming in soon. Have a great night, and I'll talk to you later. Peace!